So I've been flying the DJI Neo here for approximately 300 days, and I've been taking this through different parts here in Norway. I've been taking it multiple times to the US, and I really had a great time with this drone. So in today's video, I want to talk about my long-term experience, a 300 days later review of this $199 drone, and if it's actually worth getting if you're looking for your first drone or if you just want to add an additional drone to your arsenal. So the first thing we're going to talk about is price. For $199 or 209 euros, or if you live here in Norway, 2,500 Norwegian kroners, you'll get the most versatile drone that DJI currently sells. Not only are you able to capture automated tracking shots just from your palm, but you also have the option to fly manually with your smartphone or by adding a dedicated RC controller like the RCN2 or RCN3 or the RC2 controller. And if you want to take it to the next level, take it up a notch, and experience the true immersive flight experience through FPV, you can also get the goggles N3 or the goggles 3, and you can also fly this with the FPV controller or the motion controller. So this is everything that is compatible with this tiny drone here. It's just amazing. And of course, we also have the charge hub here, which comes with the Fly More combo. You can also, of course, buy this separately, but if you want to save some bucks, you really want to go with the Fly More combo, which includes 2 extra batteries and the charge hub and also the RC and 3 controller, which is crucial for better image quality, which I will come to in a sec. But what I mean is that every single thing here on this table is compatible with the DJI Neo, which is pretty awesome. The next thing I want to talk about is ease of use. The Neo here is by far the easiest DJI drone to use. All you have to do is power it on, press the button to select the flight mode you want, and then press hold the same button for the flight to start. And when the flight is complete, the drone will automatically fly back to you, and all you do is to put your hands underneath it like this, and it will automatically land. So you don't need any sort of piloting experience to fly this drone, which is why this might be more attractive to beginners as well as professional content creators, because it's ready to go straight out of your pocket. The next thing I want to talk about is image quality. We can all agree that the Neo might not have the best image quality, but it's a $200 drone that can capture videos without any effort at all. And even if you have minimal editing experience, actually you don't have to have any experience at all, because I've already made a few videos on how to improve the image quality of the DJI Neo here. So if you watch those step-by-step videos, you'll get the most out of this for free, even when using a free editing software. So what I mean is that you can always do some adjustments to make it look better. And if you add the RC2 controller or the RCN2 and 3, you will be able to adjust the sharpness and lower that to -2, which is a night and day when it comes to image quality coming from the DJI Neo here. And if we're talking about price versus what you get with this drone, even if you add a controller which makes it more expensive, it's one of the best travel drones I've ever used. Not because of the quality, but because of the versatility. And let's say you decide to go with the RC combo here, which includes the RCN3, or maybe you just want to get the standalone RC2 controller. This is compatible with almost any DJI drone, so if you want to upgrade in the future or just get a better drone, you have the option to only buy the drone basically, because these controllers will most likely be compatible. The next thing I want to talk about is social media. I'm not sure if anyone talked about this previously. I sure have mentioned it in my videos, but I never really gone into the topic. So I think this works best for social media like Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok videos. And I think this is where this shines best, if you kind of overlay 3 videos at a time, which also makes the videos appear as they have higher quality. And I actually have an example on TikTok you can check out in the description below. It is of the DJI Neo here, but basically by compressing the videos a bit and not have them in large formats, you can actually get away with the poor image quality that you get straight out of the box with this one. It's quite similar to a 360 camera actually. So the more zoomed in you are, the worse it will look, but if you zoom out, the image quality battery will look significantly better. So make sure to check out the video I'm referring to with the link in the description. The next thing I want to talk about is features. If we look past everything that we wish we had with the Neo, like in-app return to home, longer smartphone distance, manual settings on the DJI Fly app, and perhaps the Cine-like color profile for a slightly better dynamic range, this drone actually has some amazing capabilities and some of my favorite features, even with the bigger drones like the Air 3S. I've been using a lot of circle, I've been using a lot of follow, direction track, and helix, and these are my most used features. And if you mix this with some short distance phone flights, for example, you can actually put together a pretty nice travel sequence. Another thing is my travel review I made with the Neo here in Hawaii a couple of months ago. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but probably seen that already, but there is a link down below if you haven't seen it. But in that video, I talked about using the Neo handheld. So basically walking around with the DJI Neo here connected to the DJI Fly app without actually flying it, and then use the record button on my phone to stop and start record. And this is something, well, I'm not going to say it's going to replace my action camera by no means. Basically, the reason I went with this way of filming when we did this hike to the waterfall was because of everyone else hiking there. So it was easier to just hold the drone like this and stop recording with my phone than having to stop every other minute because other people were passing by. And I think these shots turned out pretty good actually. Have a look. The next thing I want to talk about is who I think this is for, if it's something I can recommend if you're looking for your first drone, and what you can expect from your first flight, and also the thoughts you might have after checking out the footage that you captured for the first time with the DJI Neo. So first of all, your expectations might be a little bit higher than the reality of what you're getting with this. So if you're looking to get this, I think it's time to drop the expectations a little bit and not expect impressive image quality. The footage you see from most creators, including myself, has most likely been improved in post by softening the image to make it less sharp, or by using some custom DJI Neo LUTs. And a lot of clips may have been captured in optimal conditions as well, which might not reflect back to your first flight, and that could be the reason you might hate this drone just straight off the bat because you think your footage looks awful and maybe the white balance is off as well. However, with this drone, it's not all about the image quality. After all, it's a $199 drone. What really makes this a great drone is everything else: the ease of use, the features and abilities, and the option to add a controller, which gives you the better image quality and the ability to take it further and dive into FPV. And all of this can be done with the same drone, which is quite impressive. So you don't have to go out and buy the Avata if you want to fly FPV. You don't have to go out and buy just the Mini 4 Pro if you want to fly regular drones. You can basically just buy this and you have the option to practice and enjoy so much more versatility than having to buy two separate drones. So that's what I mean. It's not always about the image quality. Most people find the image quality to be okay. I also find the image quality to be okay, but I feel like it needs some enhancements as well, which is why I made this custom DJI Neo LUTs bundle, which you can check out in the description below. And also, this is a 135-gram drone, which includes prop guards on both sides of the motors here. So we have the included prop guards on the top, and we also have the prop guards on the bottom here. So it's safe to fly for anyone, and probably the best drone for kids that wants to get into the drone hobby in a safe and affordable way. So this is a drone I can highly recommend to anyone basically after flying it for about 300 days now. It's rock solid and probably the most robust drone you can get right now. So if you can just drop your expectation just a tiny bit, you will have a great experience with the DJI Neo here as your first drone. But if you already have the Neo, let me know your thoughts down below, your personal opinion about this drone. And if you're looking to get one in the near future, check out the links down below. So that's a wrap for my 2025 long-term DJI Neo review. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications if you want to be the first to know about all the new tech goodies, which is dropping pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.